Ugh, this is a tough one. So why are your beliefs are not your fault? Why is your suffering not your fault? If you go back to, I did another post about success language versus lack language. Literally, from the time that you are conceived, you automatically get programmed with the DNA of your parents. That DNA contains information. That information then is relevant to belief patterns and processes, programming. And that programming then is even more stimulated by the amniotic fluid, the water that your mother is perpetuating through her physiology, her experiences, her emotional chemical reactions throughout the 9 months and or less that you were being created in this human experience, was being embedded into your physiology. So it's in your physical body before you're born. Then the belief systems and programming is just, like you're just a sponge for anything out there, right? You're witnessing, experiencing situations and learning, okay, so this happens, the chain reaction is this happens, then suffering happens and or happiness happens, right? On your birthday, maybe your birthdays were amazing. My birthdays were amazing. My parents, spoiled us, and we weren't allowed very much sugar, so we would have fizzy drinks, that's a British term, pop, right? And we had candy, and we had cake, and we had friends over, and we had special outfits, and our birthdays and Christmas, I was very blessed to have incredible fun experiences. So I always have a very, very strong programming around birthdays, Christmas, event, Easter, all those kinds of holidays, experiences. I have a positive association, meaning that if I think about a birthday or I think about Christmas, then my physiology says, oh, think, go to meaning, oh, good, that feels good. So automatically my physiology will create a feeling of safety and warmth and joy. It will release the oxytocin, and automatically my body feels in a relaxed state. Whereas some other child may have had some really negative experiences on birthdays or Christmas. And then those stories, those experiences can automatically trigger a physiological response, a chemical response within the body of negativity. Meaning, I think of a birthday and, oh, that was a terrible experience as a child, and subconsciously it is recreated within the physical system of a negative response. It stimulates cortisol, adrenaline, your fight or flight response, and your whole body shuts down. And you don't, sometimes we're not even consciously aware. Our subconscious is, what I heard was, processing 40 billion bits of information per second. Our conscious mind only processes about 2,000 bits per second. So all that stuff is in there in that subconscious mind, and it's just automatically triggering. It does, in milliseconds, less than milliseconds, right? So it's creating this incredible stimulation of negativity. And it's not until you spend the time and the energy to stop that chain reaction. It's not until you either do it yourself through journaling or meditation or get a coach. It's not until you identify the trigger. It's not until you identify, oh, whenever I think about a birthday party, I feel unhappy. So I don't want to attend anybody's birthday parties. I don't even like my kids' birthday parties. I don't want to attend my mom's birthday. I don't want to plan my mom's birthday party. Blah, 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 blah. And you don't even know why. You just feel negative about it. And it's not until you go in there and feel it to heal it, you go back to that memory. Sometimes it takes multiple levels, right? Because when we have a really in-depth programming in our system that has been created, sometimes from a very, very early age, like I said, it could even go back to the womb. It's not until you go to that original trigger, that original association between thought and meaning, creating a belief, that you'll actually be able to unravel it. And it wants to be seen. That inner child is suffering, and it wants to be heard. It wants to unravel that experience and say, well, why did this happen, right? That little kid is inside of your programming and saying, this doesn't feel good, and I don't know how to make it feel better. And so it's being able to go travel back to those memories, that original creation of association between thought and meaning, and untangle them and sort of see it, which when you see it, when you witness it, you illuminate it, bring light to it. And when you bring light to something, you diminish the dark, right? There's not enough light in a single, there's not enough dark in a single darkness enough to put out the light of a single candle. There's not enough darkness to put out the light of a single candle. So when that is illuminated to not be true, it is a fear-based association, and it's not the truth, because everything is love. When that is illuminated, it dissolves. It goes away, and it's no longer triggered anymore. And all of a sudden, you have this incredible ability to go through all those situations. Every birthday party from now on will be joyful and more expansive, and you won't even remember that you had a negative reaction to them. It's work, but it's incredible. It's amazing, and believe me, they're not your fault, right? You don't use that excuse. It was a survival technique. It was past generations that have literally survived so much adversity within this physical experience in order to be able to get here, where all our ancestors believed those things in the best of their ability. It's not their fault. It's just the way it was, and now it's our opportunity to make a different choice. So it's being able to come back into this present moment and make an incredibly powerful choice to have more peace and more love in your world. It's incredible, and it's available for all of us. Every single one of us have a choice.